recently saw an article about some fucking idiot airman that set himself on fire in front of an embassy. What a way to honor his ancestors. What does it mean to be masculine? What does it mean to be a man? I think those two terms are lost amongst today's men. Today's men, they're willing to, chop their dicks off, right? They're willing to chop their dicks off and turn them into vaginas. They're willing to fight politically to access rights, to use the same bathrooms as women. They're willing to fight politically to compete in the same sport as women are. The term masculine has been hijacked to the point where it's being used to defang today's men. I feel like we're in the midst of the most important battle that has ever been fought in our history. I think the battle that we're facing now, where men don't know who they are, where they're willing to cut their body parts off, I think if we lose that battle, we're in for a world of hurt. Guys, I recently read a book called The Way of Man. And within that book, 4 traits were discussed. Today, I want to go over those 4 traits and also give you 5 hobbies that you can do to cultivate those 4 traits. Trait number 1 is going to be strength. Trait number 2 is going to be courage. Trait number 3 is honor. And trait number 4 is mastery. Let's tackle honor. Honor speaks to having pride in who you are, having pride in your last name. To get honor, you could achieve it in several different ways. One of the ways that I achieve honor was joining the military, spending 20 years serving and then getting honorably discharged. I recently saw an article about some fucking idiot airman that set himself on fire in front of an embassy. What a way to honor his ancestors. The same ancestors that made it through the Black Plague, that escaped animals trying to eat them, that made it through the Ice Age, just so he could burn his fucking dumbass self, die, and go face his ancestors, and they look at him in disgust. What a way to honor your legacy. What a way to honor your last name. Now, I'm not telling you to gain honor by joining the military, but there's several different ways you can do this. And I think public servant is one of the best ways. So you don't have to be a soldier. You can be a cop. You can be a firefighter. Shit, you can even be a politician fighting for what's right. And if you don't like public servant, then be an honorable man. Have those character, have integrity, have those non-negotiable. You often hear that guy's an honorable man. Tom is an honorable guy. How so? Because there's certain character traits that individual embodies, and it just oozes out of his skin, and people can just tell. Just like if you're a dirtbag, people will be able to tell that also. So that's honor. Now I understand I said hobby earlier. Honor can't really be confined within the walls of just a hobby. Honor is something that you have to switch your mindset to accomplish. To gain honor, you got to play the long game. You can't just do it a couple of times and then think you're an honorable person. But you definitely need it to be considered a masculine man. Now, as we go through and talk about the rest of these traits, I need you to understand something. You need to embody all 4 of these masculine traits. You can't just say, I'm an honorable person and be fat, be out of shape, not master any skills, nor do you have courage. That's not how that works. You got to embody all of these to be considered a masculine man. With all that said, guys, let's hit the gym. Today's also range day. We're going to get out there and get it. And then we're going to come back to studio so we can end this video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the ninth inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm scream. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now.
What's going on, guys? We just got done from the gym. I was gonna film outside, but it is cold as hell out there. So I was like, you know what? Let me jump in my car and film here instead. So hobby number 2 that's gonna help you cultivate your masculine frame is gonna be working out and getting stronger. And if you guys follow me on this channel, then you know I'm an avid fan of going to the gym every morning religiously, regardless if it's snowing, raining, or hell, fucking tornado. I don't care. I'm going to the gym. It's become part of my routine. As a man, I'm a strong believer in that it is my job to protect everything that is near and dear to me, to include my family, to include my investments, to include just regular civilians that aren't able to protect themselves, whether it's the elderly, right, the injured. It's my job to do that. And if I am a weak man with a weak frame, how am I supposed to accomplish those tasks? So I'm a big fan of, if you're a man, you need to get your punk ass in the gym, right? You need to lift heavy shit. I'm not talking about any of that CrossFit shit, right? I don't CrossFit over here. I'm a Arnold Schwarzenegger type of dude, right? I pick that shit up, I put it back down, right? I look at the core lifts, guys. Your bench press, your deadlifts, and your squats. Everything you do should surround those 3 different lifts. There's a reason why, you know, strong men are considered the most masculine man on the planet, right? Your Olympic lifts. There's a reason why that is. And I always post this question to every dude that I speak to as it relates to self-development. If a guy comes up to you right now and you're with your wife and with your kids and he slaps the shit out of your wife, what are you going to do about it? Are you confident enough to fucking put up your fucking dick beaters and go to work? Can you do that? And if you can't, then you need to get your ass in the gym and get strong, all right? So yes, guys, going to the gym, getting strong, that is the second hobby that I recommend that every man do if they are trying to cultivate their masculinity, right? I'm gonna grab something to eat, guys, and then I'm gonna give you guys the rest of these hobbies. Let's get after it. What's going on, guys? I'm getting ready to go on a jog. Now, when I run, I don't typically run for distance. I just run for time, meaning I'll run out for 30 minutes, turn around and run back. Next week, I'll run out for 45 minutes and then turn around and come back to train my mind to run to time instead of distance. Because if you run for distance, then your mind's conditioned, hey, I'm running 2 miles today and that's it, right? So I try to switch it up there. But before I push out, I wanted to come on here and give you guys another hobby that you can do that's going to help you improve in the realm of masculinity. This hobby falls under mastery also, and that is going to be going out and joining a fight club. All right. As a masculine man, it's your job to defend yourself and your family. If somebody comes up to you right now and just smacks you in front of your wife and your kids, what are you going to do? You have the confidence to stand up and fight back. Do you have the skill to stand up and fight back? If you don't, that's a sign that, hey, you might not be as masculine as you think. So I encourage you to go join a gym, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right? Muay Thai, like something that's going to help you defend yourself and your family. Growing up in the Army for 20 years, we did a lot of combatives, which is Jiu-Jitsu based, right? So I don't go looking for a fight, but if it shows up, best believe, if I don't feel like shooting a motherfucker, I'm going to take care of it, right? That's a trait that you need to have as a man, the ability to defend yourself, all right? So that's the hobby, guys, making sure you're able to defend yourself if the time comes. It's foggy, so I'm going to keep my eyes open so I don't get hit by any vehicles. All right, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later.
Like a student though, working on a movement, yeah, I'll do it cause I'm in the zone. And you know that I'm ready for the shows. How it goes, I don't know, but I'm waiting till I'm chose. Front row, here I go, all these people.
What's going on, guys? We just got done from our run. Like I said, 30 minutes out, turned around, and then ran back for 30 minutes for a total of an hour. All right, I'm gonna go get showered. Then I'm gonna get ready for the range here. I'll talk to you guys then. What's going on, guys? We're getting ready to go to the range here and do some work. All right, before I go though, I just wanted to go over my weapon with you guys. Yeah, my AR setup is pretty simple. I got my front. I have my iron sights here, guys. I have my iron sights here. Then I got my angle grip. All right, then I have an adjustable stock. Pretty similar to how I had it whenever I was running and gunning, and I got a simple red dot on there. Got the good old team symbol over here because it was a going away gift I got from my buddies. And then of course I got a 2-point sling on here. Pretty simple setup, nothing too crazy. No lights or IR system on there. I use it now mostly for self-defense and just going out to the range and having some fun. And of course, if I need backup, I got my son's tank right here. What's going on, guys? We're getting ready to head out to the range, and I just wanted to speak to you guys about this next hobby that I think that every man needs to partake in order to cultivate their masculinity, and that's going to be going out to the range. Now, this one is going to fall under the masculine trait of mastery also, being able to master a weapon system. It doesn't have to be a long gun. It doesn't have to be a pistol. It can be whatever you choose that's going to enable you to protect your family if somebody walks into your living room in the middle of the night attempting to do you and your family harm. Do you have the skills, the mastery to pick up a pistol or long gun and do work to protect your family? If you don't, guys, I encourage you get on it right away. We are in a gun culture. Everybody nowadays have gun. You can assume the man to your left, to your right has a concealed pistol somewhere. Right? And there's men in this world, in this country, that has never picked up a gun, that's never fired a gun, right? And if you're a masculine man and you don't have the ability to protect your family, then what good are you, right? And my way of protecting my family is making sure I know how to use a rifle, right? Or a pistol, just in case I need to. So if you haven't done so already, guys, go find your range, sign up, and learn how to do work, all right? Let's head out to the range and do some work.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. So take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. You hear me now, I'm winning. She will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night, and there ain't no resisting. Living like a dream, living right, that's the thing. Every night, got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm screaming, okay.
We're going to close out the video with the last hobby that you can do to cultivate your masculinity. And this one is going to support the masculine trait of courage. Courage just means going out and doing what you are fearful of. There's a lot of things that we're fearful of doing. However, with courage, we're going to face them anyways. One of the biggest ones out there, guys, especially for young men that are watching this channel, is going to be the fear of going out and mingling with the opposite sex. Going up and talking to girls, right? We've been conditioned within this society that swiping left and swiping right is a acceptable way to interact with females. That's not the point at all, guys. There used to be a time where Tinder and all these other bullshit apps didn't exist. You had to go up and speak to a girl if you found her attractive, right? You had to face the fear of rejection, right? You had to build that courage to go up and say, "What's up, girl? You shit with that ass?" And just stand there and see what she was going to tell you, right? That used to be a thing. Nowadays, we're so brainwashed to where it's either, Tinder and Instagram and all these other places. And we as men, we as masculine fucking men can grab our balls to go up to a stranger and say, hey, do you shit with that ass? We can't do that. How are you supposed to be masculine and lead the world and be in charge of some shit if you don't have the courage to even go up and introduce yourself? So if you're watching me and you're single, I'm encouraging you to put the phone down and go out and be social and speak to the opposite sex and see what it'll do for your confidence and also your social skills. Now, building courage also takes other forms. It's not just going up and meeting chicks, right? Building courage also speaks to, for example, getting on YouTube and making YouTube videos, right? Knowing that all the criticisms are going to come in the comment section below. Facing that fear. Getting on the mat and competing against a opponent doing jiu-jitsu. Knowing that you might end up getting hurt. Joining the military and deploying downrange and being part of gunfights, knowing that you might get killed. All those are forms of courage that forces you to face your fear so you could hone that masculine trait, which is courage. I hope all of that made sense, guys. If I missed any hobbies that you think a man should be doing in order to be more masculine, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves.